Ipob declares sit at home in Southeast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this wonderful channel. If this is your first time of joining us on this channel, hit the subscription button, the like button, share button as we bring you our hot news. As the hot, listen to the news proper and the reason why the indigenous people of Biafra has declared a sit at home in the southeastern part of Nigeria. The indigenous people of Biafra has announced that there would be a sit-at-home in Nigeria southeast on 30th May. The Ipob spokesperson, Ipob, who disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday, said the civil action was intended to honor those who lost their lives while fighting for Biafra independence since the struggle began in 1967. Ipob is leading the agitation for an independent state of Biafra, which it wants to be carved out from the southeast and some part of the south-south. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ipob set aside the 30th of May every year as a special day to honor gallant men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice for them to live as a people. Daily, Biafrans are murdered in cold blood, illegally abducted and unlawfully detained in Nigeria in the quest for Biafra freedom. The sacrifices and the memories of these heroes and heroines will never be forgotten, Mr. Powerful said. The group claimed the Nigerian government dubiously removed history from the country's educational curricula so that descendants of Biafra would not remember the fight for freedom and those who died in the struggle for their freedom. But Ipob leadership refused to let the labors of our heroes to go in vain. Therefore, fellow Biafrans, this 30th of May 2023 is another sacrosanct day to remember our fallen heroes, heroines, and comrades who died in the defense of our land and for the birth of the Biafra nation. Ipob family members should organize and observe this date in any form each country, zone, and units considered best. Ipob leadership advised all to maintain peace and order during the event. During the commemoration ceremonies, 3 minutes of silence should be observed for the fallen heroes who paid the ultimate price from 1967 till 1970. He stated. Ipob also asked residents of the southeast to stop observing the suspended Monday sit-at-home in the region. The secessionist group in August 2021 introduced a sit-at-home order every Monday across the southeast to pressure the Nigerian government to release its detained leader Nnamdi Kanu, who is standing trial for alleged terrorism at the Federal High Court, Abuja. The separatist group leader suspended the order in preference for it to be implemented only the days for Mr. Kanu appears in court. But despite its suspension, residents of the 5 southeast states, Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, Abia, and Anambra, have been observing the Monday sit-at-home order mostly out of fear. The factional leader, Simon Ekpa, has been accused of being behind the sit-at-home order in the region. Ipob has also declared their position, but Mr. Powerful, the group's spokesperson, maintained that the Monday sit-at-home remains suspended, describing those behind the civil action as criminal. Now, suspend Monday sit-at-home order was an Ipob leadership order that was suspended by the leadership in the collaboration with our leader after considering some adverse effect on our people and how our enemies can possibly use it. The Ipob spokesperson said in another statement on Tuesday, according to reports in the local media. Just as predicted by Ipob leadership, Nigeria's security agents, infiltrators, and government agents hijacked it and used it to torment our people and rubbish Ipob's name in Biafra land and other countries, he added. He urged residents of the southeast to return to their operation on Mondays and ignore the declarations by agents of provocateurs who carry out attacks in the region to blackmail the group. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has once again ordered from DSS custody that Monday sit-at-home should cease in every part of Biafra land. Anyone seen enforcing Monday sit-at-home should be treated as a criminal and enemy of our people, Mr. Powerful said. My people, when I don't hear them as it happen, as it hot, the indigenous people of Biafra has declared one-day sit-at-home order that will be on the 30th of May in order to commemorate with the fallen heroes of Biafra. Of course, you know that 1967 to 1970 was such a bloodbath in Biafra land. And many people lost their life. Some died. Too many people lost their life. Too many people died during that process. And some other people who were killed by kwachoko. That kwachoko sickness is the sickness when one lacks proper nutrition and food. Many children in Biafra land, about 4 million people lost their life during that time. It was just between 1967 and 1970 where many people lost their life and properties were lost. Of course, the Ipob people then lost too many positions in the government because when the war started, everybody went back to their homes and the Ipob people lost a lot of things. Some of them who bought houses at the outskirts of the southern eastern part of Nigeria, many of them lost those houses because after the war in 1970, they went back to take back what belonged to them, but those in that community refused. That means that the war has taken some of those things. And of course, you know, according to the history, that many of them were refunded just 20 pounds, no matter how much they had in their bank account. And as it stands now, you know that the Igbos are very people with a good hustling spirit. They have been able to, you know, recover everything they have lost between that 1967 to 1960. And of course, if you talk about people, billionaires in the southeast, billionaires in Nigeria, you cannot count 3 to 4 without counting the Igbo man or the southeastern people or the south. But of course, some people in the south are disagreeing. People like Asari Dokubo has disagreed that they don't have anything to do with the Biafra struggle. There was a time Asari Dokubo was condemning Nnamdi Kanu. You know, he condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's activities and a lot of things that has been happening within the southeastern part of Nigeria. But some Biafrans are taking Dokubo as a saboteur. But that aside, the main news now is that there will be sit-at-home, according to Emma Powerful, that a sit-at-home has been declared that will be on the 30th of May to commemorate and also to respect the fallen heroes of Biafra, those who died between 1967 to 1970 and those who died to date. And of course, you know that the clash in took about 50 lives. About 50 people lost their lives during that struggle in about what happened in about the other day. And I think the IPOB members are also observing. They say they will be observing 3 minutes silence in order to respect these fallen heroes. I think it's not a bad idea because when you honor people who have died in order for you to live, it is a kind of showing respect for the dead, and also somehow the dead should be respected. Their struggle and what they have done so far, the heroes of the Biafran War, what they have done so far should not just be forgotten just like that. As the indigenous people of Biafra, they have also said that IPOB are no more in support of Monday sit at home. I think it has become a tradition, and you know, it takes like 21 days for somebody's mindset to reshape, and it looks as if that the mindset of the people that are living in the southeastern part of Nigeria has reshaped, and there is more or so that every Monday has now become a holiday in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Most places in the southeast, schools does not open on Monday, and you hardly see transportation every Monday. I think there is now about 3 days of rest, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in Biafra land, and even banks and other business activities do not open on Mondays. And the IPOB are encouraging people to remove fear and start going about their businesses every Monday, because some of the people who are still observing this sit-at-home order are doing it out of fear because they are afraid and they don't know what will become the outcome if they end up coming out on Mondays. Thank you for listening to this wonderful channel. Please do us a favor, because we love you as you love us. Just hit the subscription button, the like button, and also the share button, so that whenever our news enter, you will be the first to collect the news. Thank you for listening to this wonderful channel. May the Almighty God still bless you.